Hello, I don't know how to start these. I'm just so awkward every time. So basically, in this video, I'm gonna do a week of dinners. I just thought that would be kind of like fun idea to kind of show you just like the random different dinners that we have usually, at least like this week, and maybe give you some ideas. And basically what we're eating leading up to, like our wedding weekend. Spoiler alert, we're not on some crazy restrictive diet. Basically just eating the same thing as we were before. Which is mostly still eating obviously pretty healthy, getting in like protein and stuff. The only thing I think we're really changing for our diet is we were eating ice cream every single night for dessert. Now Now, maybe we'll have like a yogurt fruit bowl for dessert, which is still really good because they add chocolate chips, and I actually really like that for dessert. So, just try and do that just to be like a little bit healthier. Yeah, I think that's honestly all we're really changing. Still getting enough protein and carbs, obviously, to fuel our workouts and just like daily life. And then also, basically, so I don't track my food, but we did like a little bulk maintain, didn't fully get into the cut. But basically, like, so if you're into like tracking your macros, or even like, I kind of do it, I don't officially do it, but kind of like know in my head a little bit, like, oh, I'm getting this much protein and like this many carbs. If you're still feeling hungry, but you know you're hitting your macros, or like you've already hit your calories, a good tip is to add more vegetables. Adding more vegetables adds more volume, and obviously it's like minimal calories, and obviously it's just good for you with all like the vitamins and everything. So it's good to get your vegetables in. But I don't know if there was any other points to that basically than it's just adding volume. Getting enough protein obviously always like helps you feel more full, and getting enough good carbs, not just, because sometimes I know I can try to trick myself. I'm like, oh, if I eat this cookie, it's, I'm getting my carbs. But it's not like the same as like maybe having like oats, or I don't know, like a good like pasta or bread. I think also a lot of it is because some people, or at least this used to be a thing when people weren't eating like carbs and all that, so they wouldn't eat pasta and bread. I do think there is a difference in eating pasta that's like well made and not like super processed, and then same with bread, which obviously sometimes you can't avoid if you're buying it like pre-made, but also a lot of it is like the sauces and stuff that usually gets you too, because if you're trying to lose weight, you want to be in a deficit, and if you're trying to gain weight or gain muscle, typically you want to be in a surplus. Or you could be, I know some people can kind of like, I know it gets a little tricky to like lose weight and gain muscle. I know it's a slower process, that's for sure, if you do it that way versus doing surplus or deficit. Yeah, it just gets a little bit tricky. That's why we both really love food. I don't know if I would consider myself a foodie because I don't really know exactly what that means. Is it just really enjoying food and want to try a bunch of different foods all the time? Then yeah, call me a foodie. And so we really like, trying new places for restaurants, and just like obviously going out to eat and stuff. So we really just enjoy eating food. I don't know, I lost my train of thought. That's why I keep repeating the same thing. I feel like Michael, where he's like, I'll just keep talking this sentence to hopefully find the point that I'm talking about. That's honestly how I feel, because the window's open and I got distracted. What I was saying is basically we just mostly try to eat healthy, and then, make sure we're getting protein and carbs, obviously some vegetables here and there. Yeah, so basically that's just what we do. Also drinking enough water. I just want to make this video kind of show little different food ideas that you might want to try, and just kind of what we're doing. Yeah, so hopefully this is helpful in showing you guys some ideas. And also to say, you don't need to put yourself on all these like crazy restrictive diets. I mean, life is short, enjoy food, and also, fuel your body with good food as well. That's also nutrient dense and good for you, because in the long term, that's what's best for you. But also, like, when you're out to eat at a restaurant, they'll be like, oh, this has carbs, this has sugar. No, you're paying for this food. It's gonna be made usually pretty well if you're at a restaurant at least. Enjoy that food. And then when you're at home, try to cook, you know, healthier meals. And one thing I feel is a helpful tip for cooking healthier meals at home, do meals that you actually like. Like you can do like a good healthy pasta or even like burgers, or, you know, we do burritos or burrito bowls, and I don't know, there's obviously a plethora of options, but do foods that you actually, or like meals that you actually look forward to. Like I get so excited to eat, well, I usually do, but basically that's my tip. Cook healthy meals that you actually really like, and then obviously you'll eat them and you'll be really excited to eat them, and it won't just seem so boring and like, ugh, I'm just eating healthy, this sucks, and then you want something else, if that makes sense. And also I feel like the healthier you eat, it becomes easier because you start feeling better and you're like, I'm liking my meals that I'm making, and then all of a sudden, you know, like Taco Bell might not sound as good to you, or McDonald's or something. Or maybe if you're like, oh, you know, it's Friday, we're gonna eat out, I want to get whatever I really like from this place, and then you have it and enjoy it, but you're not getting that every night, if that makes sense. I don't know, hopefully that wasn't too much of a ramble. It's me, so what do we expect? And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if you have any ideas or specific things that you want to see, please let me know, and I will do my bestest to do them. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, pals. So tonight we're gonna have tuna melts. One thing that's nice about it is that you can prep it earlier if you want, and it's pretty easy. You basically just put tuna and whatever ingredients and stuff in the bowl, and then you're pretty much good to go from that. I'll post the recipe that I normally follow. We didn't have everything, so this looks probably gonna be like a pretty plain one, but normally we'll add like tomatoes, pickles, some sort of cheese, maybe avocado. What else do you put on an avocado or a tuna melt? I don't know, spinach maybe, and then you just mix up however you want to make the tuna. Like I said, we didn't have everything, so it was kind of a plain one that we had. But just to show a little recipe, pretty easy to make, pretty good, especially if you like tuna. And if you have a panini press, obviously that's good. Otherwise, you can just toast the bread. And yeah, I think that wraps it up. Some nights we don't feel like making dinner and just kind of last minute, so we popped in a pizza. What? I'm embarrassed. Okay, anyways, I was caught.
I haven't gained any since the new season.
Tuna's gaming, so that's why you hear him mumbling in the background.
Awful.
Oh yeah, so we made it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. Meat Lovers pizza, and we're about to eat it, and I'm very excited. So on the menu tonight is a recipe I've made 2 times before, and it is just really good. So it is a recipe I found from Half Baked Harvest. It's the simple, spicy summer coconut chicken curry. Definitely a mouthful. And whatever recipes I use, if I didn't already say this, I'll add in the links in the thing so you can try them out. This one's really good. And yeah, so we had some frozen chicken in the freezer, so just unthawed it, and now I'm gonna get started. On the menu tonight, you see the rice. What?
Who are you talking to?
The dogs?
No, you're talking to your phone, weirdo.
No, I'm not. How come when I talk to the dogs in my normal voice, you don't say anything, and the second I start a vlog, you're like, oh, what are you doing? How can you tell the difference?
I can just tell.
No.
I can just tell things.
But how can you tell? I talk at the same volume usually. Hush, hush, hush! Woo! Mama! Okay, Jonah, no interrupting. Okay, so tonight on the menu we have burritos. Cooked, the meat right there. Minute rice right here, which obviously you can make your own rice, but we do the easy route, do the 90-second rice. Oh, and then this bowl is beans. You do beans or whatever choice you want. We have some avocado, but I think it doesn't look the best, so I don't know if we'll be able to use it. And some salsa and tortillas. And yeah, basically that's it. One thing that's so nice about it, it's just so quick and easy. Basically all you do is prep the meat. And you can do obviously a bunch of different meat. You can do ground turkey, or you can do like chicken and cut it up. You probably could even get a rotisserie chicken and then just shred that if you really wanted. And then you just get all the stuff that you add to it, like tortillas. You can get minute rice, which is really easy, whatever beans you want. Salsa, really easy, you don't have to prep. Or you can get like guac or avocado, sour cream, cheese, lettuce. Like a lot of that stuff you don't have to like prep and make. So it literally takes like less than 10 minutes just to do the meat. And as long as also have a good seasoning for your meat so it tastes really good. I sometimes buy the taco seasoning packet, so it's really good. And then sometimes I just make my own. Just depends. And then you can also get different types of salsas. Like sometimes we do like a mango salsa or pineapple salsa, just to switch it up, or like a spicier salsa. And then also when we usually get ground beef, sometimes we'll just do beef and rice because that's just really easy. So we just get a minute rice, and then we do beef with steamed kale. And then I really like to put the sweet chili sauce on it. Jonah usually likes to put hot sauce on it. That's just a really simple, easy one. Or we'll do a pasta. So just basically prep the meat, which is really quick. Cook up the pasta noodles, usually pretty quick, not always. And then you usually can mostly just buy a sauce that's pretty inexpensive, or you can make your own sauce. So that's another one. This will probably be the last meal that I show because we did 3 pounds of ground beef, so this will probably be 2 dinners. I usually try to make enough food for dinner for both of us, but also like usually like 4 servings about, and then we'll have lunch for the next day, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to add. I don't think so.
They stopped the MW3 trailer?